What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight8610, and today we have a deck profile over the Heraldic Beasts cards. I've had a few requests for this deck profile, and I've been working on it for a while, and I think it's finally ready to show you guys. Of course, the cards aren't out yet. All the support and all this for the Heraldic Beasts are coming out in Cosmo Blazer, so I'm really excited about that. It's the main art type I'm actually wanting out of a Cosmo Blazer. Even though the Fire Fists are really awesome, and I think they're going to be really awesome in the meta as well, Heraldic Beasts, I don't know, I just feel like they're going to be really cool as well, and a lot of fun to use. Alright, first off though, before I get started, I want to tell you guys I have started a gaming channel. I know I've said this a few times, but I was wondering, just in case a few people haven't heard about it, I've been uploading some stuff to it too. I think we have like 3 videos so far on it. And yeah, be sure to check it out, subscribe of course. We're doing a Minecraft Let's Play, I'm doing that with one of my friends, and I think we have a League of Legends video as well. I'm also going to be working on some other gameplay stuff too, so be sure to check it out if you can. We'll have an annotation or something too for you guys. Let's get on with the deck profile though, that's what you guys want to hear about. First we have 3 Heraldic Beasts Leo. This is a great card. It kind of becomes a search engine in a way with its secondary effect, and also 2000 attack for a 4-star, really nice. I run 3 of them. It's a great new card. I really hope it doesn't get some kind of rarity boost in TCG, but I have a bad feeling it's going to be a holo. It was a rare, of course, for Japan. Heraldic Beast Bernard's Falcon. This is a card we already have, which is pretty cool. It basically just makes it where high-level monsters, you can make your rank 4s easier. I mean, it's just a really basic card, and that's kind of the reason I use it, because you want to bring out those rank 4s, and you can swarm the field with them. And that's kind of the main way this deck works, is that you're going to swarm the field with exceed monsters. So that helps with it a little bit as well. We also have Heraldic Beasts Basilisk. This is a pretty good card. This is one I chose to run 2 of, and it's just basically that whenever your opponent attacks it battles this card at all, it destroys your opponent's monster as well. So it's a pretty cool card. It's like a kamikaze thing, and yeah, I mean, it can help get rid of some of those really problematic monsters. So I figured, it'd be kind of a fun, kind of trollish card, I guess. Heraldic Beast Twin-Headed Eagle. This is a really cool one as well. This is one of the newer ones. And of course, I'm running 3 of it, and it basically just adds materials of your Heraldic. It basically just adds Heraldic monsters from the graveyard to one of your exceed monsters as materials. So it's a really cool effect like that, because it can kind of refill their powers, because exceed monsters, they gotta have their materials activate their effects. So it's a really cool thing. You can only activate it once per turn though, but it's actually a really awesome effect. I mean, that can be really deadly. You can destroy your opponent with something like that. Also, I'm taking a Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. It can help, reuse some cards, and yeah, it really does help out a lot since it's Winged Beast as well, because we're using a lot of stuff that involves Winged Beast cards. Manticore of Darkness. This thing's really cool because it's an older card that we're getting to use again. So that I'm actually pretty excited about this, because I like seeing older cards that we kind of forget about, getting used again, and I think they're going to be really powerful. Manticore is really cool because he works with Beast, Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast. So that's everything this deck has. That's all 3 that the deck runs, which is really awesome. What's really cool is you can send cards from your hand to the graveyard to special summon him easy. So you can special summon him really easy with this deck. And then with Bernard's Falcon, you can bring him to a level 4, and boom, exceed summon easily. So it's a really nice card. It's kind of, in a way, it's sort of a tech card for this, but I think it's going to really come in handy, and it has in a few of the tests I've done. Flame Tiger. This is another one of our newer cards from Abyss Rising. It's just basically using it for being able to special summon it easy, and go for the exceed summon. I think it's a great card. A little bit of an overlooked card, because, I mean, it's just a common, and a lot of people don't really look at some of the commons, but it's really useful, actually. I think it's going to come in handy a lot in the future, and it really does come in handy in this deck. I think we'll probably see it in some of the fire decks as well, because it is a fire attribute monster, so you might see it in some of those as well. Also, we have 3 Advanced Heraldry Arts. This is a card we already have, of course. It's basically, it reminds me like a Miracle Fusion for Exceeds, because you can exceed summon from the graveyard, but you have to use Heraldic Beasts to do that. It's a great card, really powerful, and yeah, I think it's of course one of the main cards of the deck, if not the main card. It makes it really good. Another one of the newer cards that's coming out is Reborn Heraldry. This is a great card because it's kind of like a monster reborn Heraldic Beast. So, swarms the field a little easier, goes for the exceed summonings, using 3 of those. I mean, it's just really basic thing. Now we're kind of going to the staples, so we're going to kind of go through these quickly. We have Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. Mind Control, I mean, I like to use Mind Control because, take your opponent's monster, exceed summon. It's kind of funny to do. Dark Hole, Foolish Burial, and Book of Moon. The Foolish Burial is just send stuff to the graveyard easier so I can use it later, and then Book of Moon, I really like the card. You know, if I have room to use Book of Moon, I want to go ahead and use it, because most of the time it can actually save you, and it's a little bit overlooked now since it's at 1. You know, a lot of people don't even like to use it, and I still think it's a good card. Using Solemn Judgment, 2 Solemn Warnings, I mean, basic stuff. I'm trying out 2 Icarus Attack. We have a pretty good amount of targets for it with Winged Beast monsters, and I figure it might be able to help me out in certain situations. And of course, you want to get Heraldic monsters to the graveyard to use a lot of their effects and stuff, so it kind of really helps out. I mean, it gets stuff I need to the graveyard easier, and I can destroy 2 cards, so it's a pretty awesome effect. Let's see, 2 Torrential Tributes, and then 2 Call the Haunteds. The Call the Haunteds are, of course, you know, like anything, you just bring up the monsters and see someone. Really basic reason why we want to use that. The extra deck now, we're using 2 number 8s. Number 8, I think, is a really overlooked card. Main reason because we didn't have many Heraldic Beast monsters out whenever it came out, so I think it's really going to be more useful now. With the Cosmo Blazer coming out, you're going to be able to, it's going to be a lot easier to summon, and because we have so many other Heraldic Beast monsters out there. So yeah, it's actually a pretty cool card, and I can't wait to be able to summon this a lot easier. 2 Lawful Chains is a great card. Like with any deck that you want to send you need certain cards, well, this will help you send them to the graveyard easier so you can use them again. Sort of like how it helps out with Gem Knights and stuff too. And yeah, I mean, I'm running 2 of those. It does help speed up the deck. And a little bit with consistency as well. Direwolf the Terrafang. This is one of the cards we talked about recently. Great card. Of course, it works with Beast Warriors and Winged Beasts, so perfect for what we need on this. And yeah, works out with the Great perfectly. It's like a Scrap Dragon in a way for it. Lightning Plover, it's one that's, you know, it's kind of situational, but I really wanted to test it because it's kind of on Cosmo Blazer as well. But yeah, we have a few targets for it. We have some wind monsters, so I figured I would go ahead and try it out, and it works pretty well. You know, it's a great option if you need it, and yeah, it's just a cool XC. And these kind of decks too, where I can XC summon a lot, especially with this one, where you pretty much have to XC summon, that's the whole strategy. I like to throw in a few XC monsters too, just to kind of test them. Abyss Dweller is kind of one of those as well, where it has a great secondary effect, and it can come in handy and save you a lot of times too. So I kind of wanted to test it a little bit in this deck. Using 2 Utopias, I like using Utopias still, of course. I feel like 2 is pretty much a staple. At least 1 is a staple, but 2 I really like using, so yeah. Gaga Cowboy, great card. I like using this card as well. I think it's great that a lot of people are just now noticing that it is really useful. And, yeah, good card. I'm glad it's not through the roof on price, though. Maestro Symphony of Jin. We're using 2 of those. I feel like you pretty much always have to use 2 of those. I feel like that's at least to me, I feel like a staple that you have to use 2 of. Because it will save you most of the time. I mean, with all the destruction cards we have, especially this format, it's really useful. Of course, 1 number 16. I'm sorry, I can't count. Shockmaster. It's not that hard to summon this card, actually, and I thought I would just go ahead and throw in one of these types of cards that use 3 level 4 monsters. I might end up throwing in a second one, or maybe something like, you know, one of the other ones like Shark Drake, or something, you know, Violent Sigma. I don't know, I'm trying to test out. The extra deck is one of the main things I always like to test out, and see what works and what doesn't. So right now, we're kind of in our testing phase still. Photon Pillow Proloperative, Butterfly Assassin is what I usually call it, though. Great card. I'm glad it's getting the recognition it deserves now. It's just kind of a situational card that I like testing out, and it's working great. It's a good card. I'm glad people are realizing that. And number 50, Black Ship of Quarren. It's another one I'm kind of testing, really. Great against Zen mains. You're always going to see Zen mains, it seems like, because they're just so easy to bring out with tour guides and stuff. So it's a great card for that. So that's the reason I like running it. So yeah, that is the whole deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, this is kind of the first draft. We'll have updates and stuff. And if you guys want to see some duel videos, of course, please hit that like button. I'd love to see that. And yeah, just hit the like button. We'll have some duels. And also, you know, if there's something specific you want me to go against using this, of course, tell me in the comments. Also, if there's other deck profiles or duels, you know, that maybe not involve this deck, you know, maybe something else, please tell me in the comments as well. I want to hear what you guys want to see. I want to know what videos you want, and I want to make those, of course. As always, thanks for watching. Please check out the gaming channel. We'll have an annotation, something, check the description or whatever. And, yeah. thanks for watching. If you guys have any ideas, too, on how to make this deck better, maybe if you guys are also testing out Heraldic Beasts, tell me. I always love the constructive criticism on that. Yeah, and that's everything. Remember to subscribe and like the video if you want to see a duel. Thanks for watching. As always, you guys are awesome, and have a great day. Later, guys. Hope you've enjoyed my latest video. Be sure to check out the next and previous buttons that are down below so you can see some of the past and future videos that I've made, and also be sure to check out the 2 featured videos that are on both sides of me. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Later, guys.